Hey everybody, I'm going to show you the basics and some good practices for doing Facebook live streaming. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up my app from my iPhone, and this is from an iPhone basically, and you can also use this on your iPad. Now you can see up at the very top here you are ready to post, and you can, from your personal profile or from your pages, you can go live immediately. But I'll tell you something, the best practices right from the start is if you have a business page set up, and if you're a business wanting to incorporate Facebook live streaming, going from your business page is best practices, and I'm going to show you why a little bit later on. Now what you need to think about is, what are you going to be talking about? What are you going to be doing? You need to plan this out. So you need to make sure that whenever you go live, and we're going to tap on the live thing, and you're going to get to see my face here. When you're adding a description, this is going to become your video title. So you want to make sure that it is as compelling as possible. The fewer words, the better. So you want to make sure that it's going to be something that your audience is going to gravitate to. There you can see my mug. And anyway, in any case, you want to make sure you do that. And secondly, you want to get out of portrait mode and go landscape mode. So this is what we're in right now. Now the whole thing about Facebook Live and why it is better is Facebook is looking for video. They are wanting a lot of video content, and the thing about it is that when you live stream, that is 3 times better for your page than just uploading a simple video, simply because they're wanting engagements going on. So whenever you've decided what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead, and let's just assume for a second that we're operating from my page. Now I have Facebook pages, but I'm going to go ahead and operate from my profile. I'm going to go ahead and add a compelling title. Let's see, how to stream on Facebook for fun and profit. There we go. Okay. Now if I was really getting into this, I would probably go ahead and set this up a little less wordy. So this is going to be something that you can do, and I'm going to be streaming from Facebook. Now what this is going to do is going to do 2 things. If we go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to copy this so I won't have to retype this in. I'm going to go ahead and copy, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of this for a second. Now if you'll notice up at the very top, you have your stories, and we have, at least a lot of people on my end, they don't take advantage of stories. When you do Facebook live streaming, it goes to 2 places at once, and you can set this up. You can set it to live stream directly from your story, and you can also set it up as a post, live streaming from a post, as well as archiving it for rebroadcasting purposes. And again, this is why you need to go from your page, and this is the thing that we're going to get into the importance of it here in just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to live. I'm going to go ahead and go back into landscape mode. Make sure that you have a compelling title. We're going to go ahead and do that. And what is going to happen here is you can go ahead and go live, but I wanted to show you something that you can do with regard to on here. Facebook, if you're familiar with Snapchat in any way, it also has the use of these filters. You can set up, let's see, let's go ahead and tap this one, and I'll show you. It's gonna, yeah, and that's what it does. You can set up different filters that are here, and it's just a kind of a neat little thing to do. It gives you instructions on how to do all of these different things. So you have all these different filters that you can work with while you are streaming. Okay, you can also do a little bit of a write-up. You can go ahead and tap on here and write something, and you are not going to have to worry about like reverse writing or anything like that. The writing is going to show up on here, and you can go ahead and trash it if you tap on the little trash can. And if you wanted to go ahead and get out of that, let's see, let's go ahead and get out of all of this. You can go ahead and do that. Now I went ahead and tapped on the screen to get out of all that stuff. And you also have different things that you can do. You can do live audio, which means that you don't necessarily have to put your face behind things. You can just do a live audio. And if you are part of 501c3 organization, if you've got your Facebook group set up as an organization or Facebook page set up as an organization, you can add a donate button to your live stream. And that's the cool thing. So if I wanted to go ahead and go live, I would just tap on the live button. And what you got to understand is when you tap live, you are live. Now let's get into some of the best practices. We've already talked about writing a compelling title, making sure that it appeals to your particular market or to your particular friends or whatever. And if you're doing this for fun, you know, you can write whatever you like. But if you're looking at it from a business standpoint and you're wanting to get people involved, write that compelling title that speaks to your marketplace, your people. Now, landscape mode, like we said here. Okay. So within parts of the video, you need to kind of tell them what's going on. You can tell them a little bit about who you are, add your content, add your all the things that you're wanting to talk about. I've seen videos that go into this whole formula type of stuff. They go into the whole thing of you know, establish yourself as an authority figure, and you can do that. And tell them what you're going to be talking about, adding the content, all of these things, and that's fine. But I've also seen live video streams that work that don't incorporate these things. It just depends upon your marketplace for whom you're speaking to. If you're a musician, you know, you could do something like, "Hey, I'm Robert, let's do some singing." Okay, and you can do that. Your authority would already be established by whatever's there. Establishing your authority, establishing who you are, is good for people who are outside and who don't know who you are. Okay, and that's the thing too. When the best thing that you can do is start getting your viewers to the live stream to react, hitting the wow button, hitting the likes, asking for comments and shares and things like that. If you got good stuff, they're going to want to do that anyway. But the more times that they react to what you've got going on, the more that Facebook starts to proliferate your video, the more it starts spreading the word. So, you know, at the very beginning when you go live, they are searching through your feed on you know, who they're sending out announcements to all of your people on the pages. They're sending that stuff out. You know, so and so is going live. I'm going live. But if you get people that are watching it and they start commenting and they start tapping likes, they start doing the wow face, they start doing all of these things, that sends a message to Facebook that, hey, this is popular. We're going to spread this out to more people. So you want to make sure that you do this. But don't get ticked off or don't get upset if you don't have anyone there. If you don't have anyone there, the other thing that you could do for best practices is like a Q&A. Ask for reactions, ask for whatever. If you don't have anyone there, you may have to modify it to kind of get that going. But if people start dialoguing while you've got people on there, and if you have fans on your Facebook page, that's great. Make sure that you start establishing things on your Facebook Live within the first 10 seconds. Don't be tapping the live and not knowing what you're going to say, because people are more likely to go off of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this, and we're going to talk about right now why it is best to go off of your page and not off of your personal profile. So I'm going to tap on the X and get back in here. Now, this is the thing. If you go and you have a Facebook page, like this is what I've got, ASMR Doodles. Now, if I'm on the back end, the administration portion of my page, I am able to see analytics on there. I am able to see who is tapping the likes, who is doing the share. I am able to use metrics to see how my video is doing, how it is actually shaping up, and this can be used to guide you in your whole video making process. And it goes into helping you make better videos. You have those metrics, which is the reason why it's best to go off of your page, and I'll show you what it looks like. We'll go ahead and go to one of my pages, Shelter Stories. So if I go from here and tap on the publish, let's go ahead and try that again. It has the live video function here, and everything looks the same as it would on my personal profile, except I'm going off of one of my pages. So this is the thing about it. Don't get upset if you don't have people watching, because if you choose to do this, you can go ahead and choose to post it and then rebroadcast that video. Okay, so the rebroadcasting works just as well. It's an archive of your live broadcast. But also the other cool thing about this, and this is the cool thing, is that on your rebroadcast, if you hone your live streaming video techniques and you're starting to get some likes, some shares, people are reacting, it's getting out there, what you can do is you can place it in ads. You can set that video to proliferate among Facebook, the Facebook community who are not fans of your page but go towards your marketplace. And getting into Facebook ads, that's a whole different thing. But if you have a Facebook page, I'm sure you have seen the option of being able to promote, a particular post, an article, a video, that type of thing. But keep in mind, have your stuff planned out, have your stuff ready to go. Okay, make sure that you get out of the portrait mode. Do not do this. Go ahead and do the landscape mode. Have your compelling title. Establish yourself as an authority if you feel need to. I think it's a good idea. Give out your content, and remember, the first 10 seconds of your video are the most important. Make sure that you do it from your page, not from your profile. If you're doing this just for fun and you want to put it up as your profile, that's great. But if you're looking at it from the standpoint of how can I incorporate this into my business and make things better, then do it from your page. You'll be able to share it from the live stuff, the stories that are going on, and rebroadcast it as a video in your archive. But also, you're able to promote that within ads and get people. If you have your market people and they love you, they love your product, they're going to be tapping that like, they're going to be giving you love, they're going to be tapping the wow face, they're going to be doing all of these things, and that is going to make sure that Facebook sees that this is popular, because broadcasting video, live streaming video is 3 times popular than just uploading a regular video. Facebook is going to see these reactions, is going to see this interaction and all that stuff as this is popular. I'm going to spread the word, and it really can do all of these things. Now, monetizing, getting money off of these videos, and this goes into regular videos but also goes into live streaming. You can tap in and add in the description. If you're talking about a particular product or service, you can put in the title, with your compelling title, you can put a URL in there. People would be able to tap in on that. And also, the thing is, after you get done with your live streaming from your particular page, you can tweak the thumbnail. Okay, you can tweak the thumbnail and you can add a better description that is on there. You can do that after the fact. The thing is, you need to keep in mind is if you're going to tweak the thumbnail, try to keep it native looking. Do like a photo, like a little bit tweaked photo from your phone, from your camera phone, and add that as your thumbnail. But don't make it like YouTube. I mean, YouTube thumbnail practices work well on YouTube. On Facebook, you want to keep it native. You want to keep things looking like it's live, but maybe a better picture of yourself, or something like an action shot or something like that where you're holding up your product or something like that. Something that still looks like it's taken from the video but is maybe staged a little bit. In any case, Really, the whole process is quite simple. Going over these practices, if you keep them and you hone your skills, you fine-tune things, and using your metrics on the back end of your page whenever you're live streaming will better help you to be able to see what is working and what's not. I mean, you have audience retention rate, you have all the reactions, you have times watched, you have all these things working for you on Facebook page with the live streaming. So I hope you liked it. If you did, just comment, share, like, all of that jazz. You know what to do. So hope this helps. We're going to tap out of here, and I am going to leave it at that. Have a good day.